Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here, and happy Valentine's Day. As usual, this morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. To celebrate Valentine's Day and our love of smart investment decisions, TipRanks is offering 50% off ultimate subscriptions. This week only, you can unlock $300 in savings from the ultimate subscriptions from now and forever. This will unlock every single tool that TipRanks offers, including datasets and news. Links for the savings will be in the description and comments down below. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures are in the green this morning ahead of CPI data due out later this morning. Right now, Dow futures are up 0.11%, S&P 500 futures up 0.26%, and NASDAQ futures up 0.39%. Walmart is planning on closing 3 of its U.S. technology hubs, and workers are required to relocate if they want to keep their jobs. The move to scale back its footprint comes within a year of the company's expansion announcement. Walmart plans to cover the cost of relocating employees to other main offices and intends to give severance pay to workers who decide to leave. They've also asked their tech employees to be present for at least 2 days per week in the office, with some employees still permitted to work remotely. Analysts currently rate the Walmart stock a strong buy with an average upside of 11%. Shares of Microsoft are rising slightly after the company announced the integration of ChatGBT with their search engine Bing for select desktop users. Microsoft sent a message to some early tech adopters letting them know that ChatGPT was now available for desktop use with Bing and that the company is actively working on a mobile version of the technology. While the ChatGPT is not yet integrated on Apple or Android devices, it is expected that will become available in the coming weeks. Analysts currently rate the Microsoft stock a strong buy with an average upside of 7.5%. Ford plans on cutting 3,800 jobs in Europe over the next few years as the company looks to cut costs as they shift production towards electric vehicles. Ford currently employs about 34,000 people in Europe. They're planning to cut jobs of about 2,800 engineering jobs and about 1,000 in administrative, marketing, and sales. They said that the job reductions would be carried out through voluntary departures. Analysts currently rate the Ford stock a hold with an average upside of over 7%. And for the 4th time in just a couple months, Tesla has once again adjusted prices for its U.S. vehicles. Their cheapest electric vehicle, the Model 3 sedan, is now available for $500 less at $42,990, while their Model Y performance crossover went up by $1,000 to $58,990. Wall Street analysts currently rate the Tesla stock a moderate buy, with recent ratings ranging from a downside of 15% to an upside of nearly 15%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. Big names reporting in the after hours today include Airbnb, Devon Energy, and Upstart. In the pre-market this morning, we heard from beverage behemoth Coca Cola. They reported better than expected revenue and initiated fiscal outlook. They reported Q4 earnings per share of 45 cents, which was in line with analyst expectations and in line with last year's earnings as well. Their revenue came in at $10.1 billion, growing over 6% year-over-year and beating expectations by $180 million. The company is expecting to deliver organic revenue growth of 7 to 8% versus the estimated 3.6%. Analysts currently rate the Coca Cola stock a strong buy with an average upside of 10.5%. We've heard from Restaurant Brands International, the parent company behind Popeyes, Burger King, and the beloved Canadian coffee chain Tim Hortons. Their stock is falling after they posted mixed results and announced a new CEO. They reported revenue of $1.69 billion, which grew nearly 10% year-over-year and came in $20 million ahead of estimates, while their earnings per share of 72 cents did fall 2 cents short. They appointed Joshua Kopsa as their CEO, who has held increasingly senior roles within the company over the last 11 years, most recently as their chief operating officer. Analysts currently rate the Restaurant Brands stock a moderate buy with an average upside of 8%. And we also heard from Marriott, who beat on both earnings and revenue. They reported revenue of $5.92 billion, which grew 33% year over year and easily outpaced analyst estimates by $540 million. Their Q4 earnings per share came in at $1.96, beating estimates by 14 cents per share. Analysts currently rate their stock a hold with an average upside of 3.6%. And the big headline from the after hours last night was Palantir. Their stock has shot up 18% in the after hours after the company beat on earnings and revenue and also said that they expect 2023 to be their first year of profitability. Their Q4 earnings per share of 4 cents beat expectations by 1 cent per share, and revenue of $508.6 million beat expectations by $3.64 million. Palantir also saw their government revenue grow 23% year over year. Analysts still currently rate the Palantir stock a moderate sell with a slight downside. Now let's take a look at which stocks are the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by Palantir following their earnings. Trading under the ticker PLTR, the stock is currently up just below 17%. They're followed by Syneos Health under SYNH up 9.8% and Mattel under MAT up 7.4%. And our biggest losers this morning are led by Solar Edge Technologies following their recent earnings report. Their stock trades under the ticker SEDG, currently down 5.33%. They're followed by the Digital Bridge Group under DBRG, down 5%, and Integris under ENTG, down 4.8%. So that is going to be everything for Tuesday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. Don't forget that all of the best chocolates are going to be about 50% off tomorrow, so do with that info what you will. If you made it to the end of today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you back here next time.